Sister Healing video. This is a sacred space for shadow love for Cancer, Leo and Virgo, and we start with the Cancer. Horoscope sign Cancer. This is already your first card on the table. I have also here coffee, stay wild, Moonchild. It's very fitting for you too. I also sometimes want to see immediately what is bottom of the deck, because I get these decks from the previous use or something, and I feel it like a faded. So you have a crown chakra, this like a highest guru energy, and there is this wisdom, don't be egotist, but be like a guru serving others. If you have a high power, you're kind of responsible to use it for the good. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Swords. This is very beautiful. So, and this blessed side, this everything is a little bit like to do with the seeing. We have today this spread also about witnessing, but interesting. There is like, there is presence Sharma already for the Leo reading. Now we start with Cancer. I had to have a little break between. I cannot function like a machine. I was today also doing something else, and then I had to deal with my child. So now I have coming hours so that there is 2 hours for the next reading. So if somebody asks question, there is definitely time enough. Yes, hello, Prasna Sharma. How is going in Russia? Are you currently there? Did you had some holidays also? Get your own country. It's not easy to travel those distances if you are really much in some other country. It's not so easy to go back home. I understand that, but I don't know. How is it when you study? You stay there, I guess. Where you study now. Anyway, this is now for Cancer. We have a 28 blessed side, and there even this light message I'm seeing. Everything is a little bit like about seeing, and our spread today is under the blood moon. What truth have you witnessed, and how has it changed you? And there's different kind of witnessing type: observer, survivor, and confessor. And I feel like there is such a heavy influence already of this observer. So maybe we see some patterns here. This is clearly some visual things and patterns are coming here. Everything is related to that. Okay, let me start with the archetype cards. It's just exciting to get all these cards for you. This is now for Cancer. Prasna Sharma say little of financial issue though I'm managing. Yes, always. I also live abroad. I live in Belgium. My home country is Finland. Whenever you are out of your own comfort zone, your own country, the language and the culture, there can be always be things that you didn't calculate, you didn't think about, because it's not your cup of tea or not your place where you're born. So you cannot always know. But you learn. I mean, I've been living in many countries, in Italy, Germany, Belgium, Finland. So it's also you get valuable experience. Okay, let's focus now on Cancer. I have to really focus here. I'm going to use this magical crystal to charge this unknown archetypes. Cancer now, the witnessing type. What now under the blood moon? Some of this. Wow, the heart. Wow. I was almost going to put this heart on the table. I think I was having a little preview about this. I need to put this, because I was really thinking, do I put this or do I put one mirror? There's also like a mirror heart. Yes, I put it all eventually there. There is like a, I don't know if you can see, no, I cannot move it, but here is also a mirror. So, everything started to move here. But maybe we have to have all these heart elements close, because you even got this archetype heart. So yes, everything is about heart. Beautiful, these people are here on the boat, like a relationship, same boat. Amazing. And there is beautiful the fact that, okay, you don't see a boat here in this lake, but there is water. So really, Cancer is a water sign. There is really emphasis on feelings. Like she is walking and the flowers are coming, almost like she is the Goddess of spring. Wow, there is really this kind of pink coming. Beautiful. When I'm seen is here and blessed sight, I think something is coming to be seen in the heart. How can you see a heart? You can see it here, 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 but something like this kind of thing that you don't normally see, now in the blood moon is visible, the heart. Somehow it's coming evident. Okay, let's see the shadow for Cancer. I love this already. Wow, amazing. The little shadow that you need to know for your March. What could be there in this lovey-dovey adventure? Ah, city, crime scene. I got the same for Gemini. So something is happening in the city that it's okay. This is usually I have made this kind of different places in this crime and shadow deck. So this is happened to be city, but it's usually accumulating stability and wealth in the way that Capricorn style, very like calculating, like you are sitting on your coffin, a bit like some people say about Dutch people, they're just sitting. There is this old saying that the capitalism come originally from Netherlands, and they know how to sit on the money. So it's important to be able to save and be calculating with money. Somehow this now, in Gemini reading, I was saying this is maybe to do that you have to be working in the city, like you have to go to some city that is the work happens in the city and not in the countryside, but maybe these other places are a little bit more in the nature, and this work is really happening in the city, and the money is made there. So it's emphasized here. You have to go to the city. Okay. Then let's see. This is predictive reading now for the March. Cancer. Pentacles. 4 Pentacles. Stability. Maybe it's good news that you have like stability in March, or you should be saving a little bit. Okay. Now, what astrological thing for Cancer should be aware? We are having a lunar eclipse, very beautiful moments. Astrologic 12th house. Spiritual, seeking oneness with all there is. Mental philanthropy. Physical, keep your involvement hidden. Being more secretive about things. 12th house wisdom. But philanthropy is usually being like a seeking to do good things for others. This is part of this chakra healing too, that how when you are rising to these high levels of energy, how much good guru you can be in the world. Like you can be this kind of course you can be a good leader too, but like a good one. Like this is here. High energy when you master everything. Then you have to be secret. Okay, maybe there is this initiation thing, like not everybody can handle that kind of powers. So indeed, it's not for everybody. Again, not everybody's cup of tea is handle all this high oneness powers. But you have the heart here. Wow, let's put this aside. Now we look this witness thing. So, Cancer. Event what you have witnessed. Cancer, what is event that you have witnessed? Is now meaningful under the blood full moon or before? It's now highlighted. This mirage, what obscured the truth. Some kind of smoke and mirrors. Shadow, how it changed you. So if something dark happened, how that touched you. And then revelation, what the blood moon exposes now. This is this. Interesting. Oh, there's a musician. Wow. You have witnessed this kind of art concerts. Maybe you're creative yourself. This is like a Hindu goddess that is very creative. Things are just happening. 6 of Cups can be also like inner child healing in the form of expressing yourself truly. Letting that inner child play, and here is playing like this instrument. But expression is indeed very valuable and healing, and what you do with the hand comes from the heart. I think your music comes from the heart. Something about that. Because you do with the hand. You do the music in the hand, okay? Then I'm gonna read that immediately. I think it's good step by step to go to the stories. So Cancer, beautiful. You have these swans here, also very beautiful atmosphere. I like your cards. This is now what you witness, some kind of artist mastery, wisdom and culture. Saraswati is a Hindi goddess who gave people language, science, math, the arts, including music, dancing, and poetry. She created learning and teaching. She gave us ways to understand our world and ourselves, as well as the means to creatively express how we feel and what we think about all that we learn and see and experience. Relationships of all sorts, emotions, affairs, and questions and longings of the heart. Wow, this is talking about heart too. Really, the expression comes from this kind of power that the heart has. So, I read it again. Relationships of all sorts, emotions, affairs, and questions and longings of the heart. These are all common inspiration for artistic expression. Through the gifts of Saraswati, we can better understand and articulate our uniquely human experiences. While not all of what we learn or experience is pleasant, through art we can find ways to use those experiences to both create beauty and to communicate and connect with our fellow travelers on this journey through life. The Six of Water speaks of creative expression of feelings and thoughts in a way that helps you understand yourself better or that allow you to develop a deeper connection with another person or other people. Channel your feelings creatively. Yes. So everything is now, the archetype for this platform moon is heart, but it's to express that heart. That's kind of your task, divine task. Wow, beautiful. Next, was it 2 cards or 1? I think we get 1 card only for this position. We got the mirage, what's obscure truth. Mabon, this is a justice card, but this is connected to the Persephone and the mother who lost the daughter to the underworld. Wow. This is interesting. Let me read this completely story for you so you learn. This is usually happening in the autumn actually. Now we are actually coming to the spring. And this is obscure the truth. It's almost like some kind of darkness. Maidens are usually in the Gemini reading was said well about the maiden energy. The maidens are prone to have all this kind of experience that they end up to touch the fire or play with the fire, being a little bit playing dangerously, and then they get in dangerous places. So this is kind of maiden lost in the underworld, married to Hades, and the mother is then Demeter is seeking. It's a little bit this kind of story of the Persephone that it go to the underworld and it comes in the spring back. So it's really this that what then this obscured truth? Maybe the fact that when things are not growing, when Demeter lost the daughter, nothing grow because the mother kept searching the daughter. It's like this daughter had that kind of destiny to know both worlds, both to know things deeper, to go to this kind of underworld, kind of subconscious world, to go really to the darkest dark. That was her like thing. Let me find this. So it's not to be only think negative. It's a balance of the dark and night, and I think this talks about how the darkness has been now here, really like a seasonally, and now it's coming a spring equinox. It's really something about this is here. The darkness maybe has make you a bit more pessimistic about everything. That could be obscuring the truth. It's just harder to see the light when everything is dark. It's just, you really have to seek it when the light is lost. So this was the equinox for the autumn, and this was showing now as a mirage what obscured the truth. So something about this winter might have been hard for you. In this card, Demeter stays on the land for a little longer while her daughter Persephone begins her journey to the underworld. There is sense of gratitude for what has been given and sense of responsibility for what will be required. This is time to prepare our lives, both mundane and spiritual, for the cold, dark days to come. And those dark days that had come, they could have obscured the truth. Maybe it made a little bit like it was cold to play this thing in the snow. It's not pleasant. But if your musician feels cold, it's not like, okay, I want to play a lot. You have to have basic needs met, and here has been like a lack energy coming to your life. So some reason you feel like you play in the snow, and it's not fun. But now the spring is coming. It's like really showing like the muse is waking up. The Persephone is walking around and everything is blooming. Wow. Nice. There's hope. There is hope, but this pessimistic attitude came with this dark period. Okay, anybody can get depressed. Let's say anybody can get depressed in the dark period of the year. But it's here. That maybe you got influence a little bit of this dark days, and then shadow, how it changed you. So if you went through this kind of winter shadow, you really are sowing the wheel of the year, like to remind you that wheel is always going around. Nothing is permanent. Everything is changing all the time. So everything serves a purpose. Even the leafless tree, the tree get to rest then. And then it's again growth time, and then again, this is cyclic nature. So shadow changed you. What is, you got a little ride with this shadow. Got a little ride. I don't know how many years have passed in this Wheel of Fortune. Maybe I read a little bit what this text do. It's major arcana cards. Interesting, it's going backwards from 11 to 10. But maybe this shadow indeed made you go a little bit backward in time. You need to go to see back, then to go forward. Something like this. You felt like you felt like a reset, like something went back to the 10 and now again to the 11, like something like that. Reset. You need to set this kind of almost like a clocks. In the winter, you put the winter time, you put the spring time. You have to adjust to the conditions. It's not always the same. You have to adjust. So maybe you become more flexible about this. You are learning. It's kind of simple to say this, but it's like you're learning that there is this cyclical nature, that things can come back to light, and it's not going to be all gloom and doom. Things are also getting upstate again. So it's not like a game over. The wheel keeps turning. So let me read about that. So you get a kind of long reading with me, but it's some interesting cards. The Wheel of the Year is an earth-based, nature-centric liturgical year marked by the holidays called Sabbats, celebrated by pagans. Okay, this is very pagan related, this Book of Shadows, but anyway. We follow the seasons and the cycles of birth, growth, and death found in nature, and serve to deepen our connection with the energies of the earth. So the seasons are deepening our connection with the energies of the earth. As we follow the seasons, we also experience what we call the meta-myth of the great god and great goddess. Through these festivals, we acknowledge and honor the many facets of the divine. Yes, there's many faces almost like there are different songs for different season. There are different songs indeed for autumn and for spring. And each Sabbath focus on one spoke in the wheel and on particular aspect of the great god and great goddess story. As we know in paganism, there is no one set of myth or one book of stories. All myths tell the story in different ways. The Sabbaths described in the cards below illustrate the meta-myth. That is the general outline of the story of the god and goddess, from the birth of the baby god to his eventual sacrifice and death. Most pagans incorporate the pantheon of myths that resonate with them to fill in details of the story. Since this is a wheel, a circle, no beginning or end, it is challenging to decide where the year logically begins, although many consider Samhain as the ending of an old year and the beginning of a new year. There's a long story, but we celebrate to strengthen our relationship with nature and to attune to the cycles of the divine. By participating, whether on a grand public scale or with smaller personal ritual, we help turn the wheel and heal the imbalances that exist in nature due to humankind's abuse of the earth. By not participating, by not connecting with the flow of nature, we are part of disruption. When we lend our will, our strongest form of energy, to turning the wheel, we connect with the divine in a very powerful way. Wow, it's interesting. This looks almost like polluted, going in this some kind of oily ground. Even this is going to the hardest. But you have to actively participate to life. That's the message here. And maybe yours is something to do with artistic expression. But then here was this keep involvement hidden. Like you have to be hush about your projects. You still should develop those in a safe place, but not always tell every plan. Maybe there's something going, more information about that. Now, revelation, what the blood moon exposes now for Cancers. Wow, we have a crown of water, King of Cups. So this is, of course, your card. You are the water sign, also Scorpio and Pisces, but this is really the mastery of the water element. That is your element. So being emotionally intelligent, being what this is, Granny is here intelligent with this bottle. Interesting. What do we get here? Usually, grannies know how to conserve the nature. They are bottling the juice. They are bottling the putting the berries in. They are knowing how to serve things, and I think somehow is telling how you can record the memory of all this what you experience into a song or into a story, or participate, whatever you participate. It could be even that you are like making a beautiful juice, whatever is this now, the newest plant, soon available to do it, do this juice. He looks a little bit angry, this granny. There's granny wisdom here. Emotionally mature person. Maybe it's your granny. Blood moon exposes now a caring granny. Old wise woman, which is exactly this kind of feminine wisdom. It's like a mother, a maiden, mother, and crown we have already on the table. This is also a maiden. Divine feminine abilities. Let me read a little bit of this. Is the revelation. Where is this page here? Wise granny comes to say to Cancer, the crown of water puts some water in a bottle. She knows that there will come a difficult time when a dear memory will be needed. It's like putting everything in storage, keeping things safe. Remembering things. Dear memory will be needed. Maybe it's good to journal. That's for sure. To remember all things that happened, good or bad. Yes. Okay. It's interesting reading. Let's read about the heart. I have sometimes when I felt really like good feelings, deep feelings. I have recorded something, even for my YouTube channel. I have been walking in the park and I've been recording. Maybe there is something about recording your heart somehow to remember all this love you can feel. Maybe take note. Artists usually have to collect all kind of data to make like a research of something. Just ask to research your heart a little bit. Where is that thing? 25. Heart for Cancer. It's kind of long reading, but I want to give complete March reading. The heart, the home, the center, the throne. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There is no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetypal center without realizing it, as the world with its seductive twists and turns offers us frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. Beautifully, this is connecting again to this. I'm going to read this again. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This card encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. And light, expansive, knowing, gentle clarity when dark, fraught, tangled, and betrayal. And recall the last time your heart was touched. Soak in every detail you can and feel the heart awaken. And some say there is cave at the center of the heart. Others say it's a pool with a flowering white lotus. Imagine yourself there and draw what you see. Maybe you should indeed express. There's this white lotus also here. What is in your heart? Maybe you have to express it even more. It's good for you. This is Cancer, very loving place. I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something very loving and you've been seen also. And this blessed side is the last one. Then I move to the Leo that Leos are waiting. There's one Leo at least here. Sometimes it's also fun to a little bit verify, but first let's see. This advice. Blessed side, Cancer. Lavender suits the soul, mind, and emotions. When calm, it is easier to see good in the world, the blessings in any situation, and understand the lessons to be learned. Rhodoscorit is this stone. Is a lovely stone that increases inner strength. And difficult situations are part of life. While they are not pleasant at the time, they play important roles in our lives, or they can, if you have the right mindset. The divine and your inner divine self can see the big picture, allowing you to glean important lessons about life and about yourself. Engaging your divine side allows the blessings of calm understanding, which helps bring things back into balance. An affirmation for Cancer: I'm calm and strong, alert and flexible. Challenges help me grow, and I'm grateful for the lessons. This would definitely be that lesson that you kind of went astray, kind of sink into some devilish place, but then you just got back up with this tire. It's like back up. A new cycle begins. But I want to give you a little kitty card advice about that darkness, because maybe we have to see some of the different kaleidoscopic lens. Show me a little bit again this kind of sad situation. Eight of Swords. Oh, the kitty was really, really not good. This is bad mindset. you are like a trapped in the vicious circle, thinking bad thoughts, being trapped, feeling like a prisoner, and yes, lot of bad beliefs. What else? The shadow. Show me still the wheel of fortune, wheel of the year shadow. King of Sword. Okay. So this change happened that you are taking the authorship of becoming like a King of Sword. Like if this was now having too much swords, that you get a little bit hurt by all these ideas, then this is actually to have the one good thought and running with it, like one, like a mastering this kind of Excalibur, like it's able to even with the tail rise the caliber because the Blue King. There's really this kind of like a mastery of something thrown in the head, like not be a victim but a victor. Yes, not to be like a just poor me, but rise above the normal situation, become like a leader of your own life and the cycles. You are like a mastering things. This is also King of Cups. Here we are King of Sword. The mastery energy is what saves you. You are really like taking this kind of leadership seriously. Okay. So that's it about the Cancer. I'm gonna clean this away, and now we start with Leo. Is there anybody still watching? I'm gonna put this away. Interesting reading for Cancer. This momentarily away. This was really coming just for Cancer. Leo is coming here. Okay, this way, we have a Leo. I'm peaceful. We have this beautiful transformation 16 and throat chakra. Lapis lazuli. Valuable communication. You should be able to communicate beautifully, not to be too silent about. I think you can do that. Let's start, Leo. This is your reading. So let's start to see first the archetype that is coming. It's Prasan Sharma here. It's for all the Leos. It's for you. Peaceful transformation. Leo, Leo, Leo. Feel it. The bridge. Oh, nice. This is a beautiful. See you later. It's like a blood full moon. It's really nice like a moon landscape here. Then we have the little darkness showing up. What is coming up now? This whole March we're talking about now. 5 of Cups, ancestral pattern, the loss, grief, sadness, X-Files, the bloodline, echo. So inherited sadness. There is something like a yes, sadness can sometimes like become overwhelming. I know myself, like it can be really like you can have different kind of reactions, and sometimes you can really like freeze with the sadness even. But this could be inherited. This card is telling about like a ancestral pattern. If you have this sadness coming, it could be not just you. It didn't start with you. It's also a family line. There is some similar patterns. You could kind of understand this way. Let's see what is related to that. But that's like a warning, like some sadness. X-Files, something that you don't understand. The emotion that like a little bit like put in the X-Files. This looks a bit like a UFO, UFO X-file picture too. Okay, let's see astrologically what Leo needs to know now in March. Comes Scorpio. Spiritual purification to resurrect mental, the secrets of physical resulting from the power of secrets. Scorpio power. It's also kind of a bit darkish, we'll understand soon. Start to see. Let's start to see this reading, what comes. This interesting Lisa Larker deck. Let's see what is bottom of the deck. This is shadow aspect of your reading. A Hierophant. This is moonlight. There is a cat talking to owl. This is talking about this kind of spiritual leader or teacher. Actually, present if you are in the school, this is kind of like, who is your teacher? There is something about some authority figure or some classic way to do things, because this is usually traditional values and systems you need to learn certain way. But this spread is now the witness. So the witness is somehow having this bridge here and transformation. And there are different kind of witness type, like observer, survivor, and confessor. Thinking which one would this be now? It might be the survivor, because if we are having here the ancestral pattern, and survivor has carrying the aftershock. So the aftershock could be some sadness that you're carrying. Animals in nature, like for example, like deers, they are known to shake if the predator is, maybe Leo is attacking the antelope or some deer. They shake the fear away. So they move, and I would say like immediately, like something about this tells me that you have to be maybe moving. This I'm peaceful is also like you should not be getting restless. Stay peaceful, focused. Yeah. I don't know what is the secrets. Now, events what you witnessed or you witnessed now under the blood full moon. What is this event? Touch us a little bit here in this reading. Oh, the hermit, being alone. That's beautiful. Beautiful one. Dramatic cat coming for Leo. Wow, beautiful. It's almost like seeing yourself. You have this kind of introspection, call for the introspection for yourself. Witnessing yourself, looking in the mirror. Who are you really? Or who you are becoming? Time to reflect. And then mirage, what's obscured the truth? Obscures the truth. Ooh, Ace of Cups. This is some true love. But interesting, in the shadow aspect you're reading, they were showing this owl talking to the cat, and the owl was like a teacher. But this Ace of Cups is usually outpouring love. The Grail. Maybe this is something is emotional. Becoming emotional can be joy or sadness. They are opposite actually. And then this emotion is like flooding a little bit, like this rainbow things is here. The emotion can be maybe like a bridge. We're gonna read what is in this card, but maybe you have to understand there is all kind of emotions and they can be used as information. This emotion could have colored your experience. The sadness can block you. Too much happiness can also like distract you. Certain things like that could be here. Then shadow, how it changed you. So if you went through some shadow, how this changed you. Oh, the lovers. It is really talking about some love. True love and choosing who you love. Red Riding Story and the Gemini lovers. This is the classic. kind of higher self, this angel, and then the masculine and feminine. Change you. I think the shadow, you are now, if this person is looking itself in the mirror here is able to look, the kind of wolf is always seen like a bad, and then they're running as good or innocent and they're not innocent. Seeing this kind of being reflective about different sides of the story or different sides of yourself, because here also there is this anima and animus, and then there's angels, so in the higher self is like unity. So seeing the higher perspective here, this owl is wanting you to rise above, to see the higher, flying a bit higher like the owl, and then the owl can also turn the head around, really seeing like bigger perspective. Shadow, how it changes you. You are able to face this kind of beast in the eye, or like see the thing as it is. Revelation of the blood moon exposes now for Leo. This one. Ooh, King of Swords. Wow, the crow is coming here. Amazing cards. I love this. We had a King of Swords appearing also in the Cancer reading, but here is like mastery of knowledge, mastering the words and swords. Maybe on this little booklet I will read this little story. This would be nice. This is if you are now Prasan Sharma in the school. It's you can be mastering something, some knowledge. It's good news. You can be self-confident. Crow, of course, is like able to go to the underworld and upper world. Is able to go all places. It's not just like limited. Beautiful cards are showing up here. I like this. Secrets of purification to resurrect. Purification. Maybe this true love is purification. I think you have to understand. Now we read this. I'm gonna read in some point this, but I think this rainbow bridge is something here. Where is this bridge? It's usually archetypal tool. Or place. Archetypal place bridge. This is your archetype now for March. The connection, the link, the gate. For Leo, bridges are built to connect the worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to otherness, healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life, relationships, ideologies, histories. Remember that the bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of light. Wow! And the true love is even above of this. And maybe the mirage that obscured the truth was that you didn't have the exact true love in your life, and you need that to build a good bridge. So the bridge must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. And light, acceptance, magic, communication when dark, lacking boundaries, forcing connection. Lie on the floor and listen to bridge over troubled water. Notice the ease and acceptance within the melody, the feeling of rising above the muck. Wow, this troubled water would be this card. That is the shadow you have here. Bloodline echo. There is something about the troubled water, and you could listen this song. Nice how this advice are coming here. Lie on the floor and listen to bridge over the troubled water. Notice the ease and acceptance within the melody. And imagine also building a bridge, then imagine building a wall. Which energy is needed for the situation at hand? Which image softens and heals the heart? Yes, this is the healing, even this grief and sadness or whatever is being lost. Building bridges is you don't stay only focused on yourself here. You connect. And Gemini card is also all about connection. And that was coming in the shadow change you. You're daring to take more risks to connect, to have a human connection. Even this is like like a wild wolf is having a connection to human, and human is having an animal. But there is this not being afraid, even the other person or situation looks scary. Look just straight to the eye and like I got it. I got it. I can handle this. This can be good, this connection. Okay, let me read this a little bit. What is this crow card now, the revelation? Oh, I'm so long reading, but I love to see this kind of cards. They look so beautiful. You can always comment what you think. The meaning is also here. You could ask your own questions. If you are Leo or Cancer, soon I go to Virgo. Where is this English? There are so many languages here. Never actually read this deck, but I want to now see. You want to now see what is this particular pen. Where is my knives? Here. Okay, so an active and determined person, experienced, authoritative, controlled, justice, force, superiority, a professional man, highly analytical. Yes, so it's good to embody this now. This revelation in the blood full moon is to have this kind of authorship. Definitely speak about things, because crows are completely connected to the throat chakra. Throat chakra is healed by speaking the truth, your truth, nobody else's truth but you. Not to be a silent child, but just speak your truth, and this crow would be getting better. Even like you can get better practicing anything. So maybe this ever is this debate you could be talking here. Is this something good for you, making these connections? But staying peaceful is good too. Okay, maybe with these kitty cards I will verify something still. I need to read still this one. Beautiful, these things. Let me verify a little bit this King of Swords, because it was coming in the position of the revelation, what the blood moon exposes now. This is very able, talkative, like good with the words, speaker kind of person. Knight of Swords, so same, it's related to career. It's really like, if this would be present, this is in your school, you need to take action. Like this would be, of course, knights are always going with the horse, so it's a movement energy. You have to take action. Can you see this? Good. Knight is serving the king. Possibly sending the email, communicating with somebody, indeed building these bridges. Like you are taking active approach to this communication. Going somewhere, even to knock somebody's door, or like talk to somebody like personally. Like this king would be maybe sitting in the office, but this would be just going around doing stuff actively. That's highlighted now. You have to have an active approach of the communication, yes, and building bridges, and that heals the heart even, yes. Okay, so let's move now. No, this one still. I'm moving too many things around here. What is that now? Where did I put it? Here. 16. This was one of the first oracle deck I ever bought. So it's kind of a long time I have it. I find it very beautiful. It's got the earth energy as how this full moon is happening in Virgo. I wanted to have an earth deck. We should have some grounding energy here. It's good. Moonlight is a plant, brings awareness and light to consciousness and understanding of one's higher purpose. And amethyst stone here, aids in transformation. Sometimes a change of habit is enough. Other times only a complete transformation will do. It is time to gain a fuller understanding of your soul's purpose, and that will require transformation, a rearranging of your worldview and practices that bring your actions in line with your ideals. Reach for and embrace your highest vision of yourself. Affirmation for Leo. I seek transformation. I have a higher vision for myself and move toward it, step by step. I release my old self and embrace who I'm becoming. I would say there is definitely active communicator as a being energy, and there has been witnessing this alone, being a hermit, being really this can be also a student kind of type. Time to connect. There's everything is to connect. It's good for your heart too. Okay, let me do this, and we take the Virgos next. This was kind of long. I hope you liked it. If you're still here, Leos. I think, yes, Virgo is a different deck. So, okay, I'm gonna mix this now. Ready. Virgo comes here. Third eye chakra. If you are curious about what is the pre-selected card, there is a YouTube short of all of them. You have I'm unique. There's a unicorn here, and then this 20 go with the flow, and you get this third eye chakra energy deck, and bottom of the deck is Empress. So it's actually nice to show it immediately. We see, we start with this archetype cards. This is now Virgo reading. Welcome, welcome. This is your chakra crystal. I'm always using the chakra crystals. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I have connected this chakra healing that I can feel the things in my hands, and then it gets more right when there's special energy. Certain decks are used with that energy too. It's more aligned. Of course, I could use always same deck, but I want to really show that these energies have differences. So now your archetype for March. I'm going to show it to you. Well, come. This. The flame. It's beautiful. It's connected to the heart a little bit, but it's important to have like a flame alive. It's really this kind of message also, like I'm unique, like everybody has their own light to give into this world. We have all unique light inside of us. It's important. Like nobody should shut each other's lights. Kind of like it's important that you can shine your light. What is your truth? What is your love? Okay, now this little darkness also next to the flame. Show me what is Virgo's little darkness for March. Oh, this is the Queen of Wands. The witness, obsession, victim archetype. Cat lady, sexy, passionate, risky behavior. Okay, this is the passionate Queen of Wands. So it would be really a woman who is sexy and taking risks. There is this fire also in this woman. So if this is a flame, this is totally like a sunflower woman. It's nice to see that this is not such a darkness thing. Only darkness here is can be like a victim archetype because you are taking risk too much, and then you are like having risky behavior, like you are a little bit taking risks more than you should. Yes, it's kind of passionate. Too passionate and you take risk. Okay, what is the astrological aspect for Virgo? We have a Leo energy here. This is also very Leo energy. This light overall, this sunflower energy is very Leo style. Maybe there's a lot of like a more light coming in your life then. Spiritual self-confidence to create. That's very good. Mental, taking a chance on. Physical, resulting from the impressiveness. Leo. Very self-confident, and this is also creative. This Empress energy was bottom of the deck. It's very like creative mother, of course, but the creativity is also here. Or you can be creating something beautiful. Okay, let's start doing these cards for the blood full moon. What would be now this witness type? This is a witness related. Under the blood moon, what truth have you witnessed and how it changed you? Now the archetype is putting a light. The different witness type is observer, survivor, or confessor. I have a feeling this is a survivor. And the survivor carries always the aftershock. So there's something to do with this. Maybe. There's been like a little bit things that can be like a burning hard and then less, and then you have to go with the flow, like a kind of like a tune yourself to that not everything is so extreme or intense, or like the Leo would be really strong character. It's good, but maybe you burn yourself. Okay. I'm trying to reflect. Event you witnessed. It could be in your life, something we were talking about. So a survival point of view, or observer, or confessor. Let me see. It could happen now also that you are seeing. Let's see immediately. Okay, Page of Pumpkins. This is youthful energy of investing something, seeing something valuable, and this can be youthful energy. And again, like you might be not, you might buy something and then you are not like thinking too much, but this is usually student energy also. You're very eager to learn, always new, and kind of what is this, what this pumpkin could be curious about things you got. Witnessing. Okay, we will see the pattern. So, mirage, what obscured the truth. This is sadness. This is Five of Coast. Something sad is here. Okay, soon I reflect more. Shadow, how it changed you. This shadow experience here, how this have changed you now. Or it made you trapped. Revelation, what the blood moon exposes now. There is this, I cannot move, I cannot see, I'm trapped. There's a little bit this cocoon phase. I sometimes see this is kind of like getting to the, as a butterfly, but almost like you're becoming like an angel, actually. It's like a development of this bandage. Woman is like, she's actually getting out of the bandage and she's growing the wings. Virgo is usually like angel of the zodiac, so it's beautiful. You are just getting your new wings. It's almost like that. You're getting more stronger, but the shadow changed you, that you felt like you're completely needing to heal a lot. You are completely trapped here. This is usually a vicious circle. But just in the vicious circle, there's all kind of like a catastrophe around. These bats not living in peace. Here you're getting this kind of calmer moment when you are like able to choose what is right for you and really with intuition. So this is the revelation now for the blood moon, that you can really start to listen to your own intuition. What's right? There is only these two bats. It's not more. This is almost like an illusion that there is all these problems in your plate. You can focus a little bit like a less at once. You get then done it better, like not everything at once, one by one. This can be also something you're thinking about. These two bats. You need to make the right choice. In my point of view, this looks like this person got even really like this kind of transformation. You become a pumpkin yourself somehow. It is weird, but beautiful that the light message, I'm unique. This is like a uniqueness is something you should understand. Even that this risk taking is here, like maybe you have taken some risks that you end up in some difficult spot, but you are brave to do that. You learn also. Okay, let's put it back here. I'm gonna verify something. This is just nice that it's almost like you needed time to heal, so you get new wings. We saw these kitty cards. Show me again how the shadow changed you. Six of Cups. This is also nostalgic about the past. It's like past was better. But this calls for the inner child healing. To find back the lost innocence. And the revelation, show me also this. Okay, this there come more. Comes Six of Wands of first. This is like a hero coming home. This is usually beautiful, like a hero energy that you are like a winning in something. You have not to be the, like this would be the warrior, like a worrying about, but this is the like a warrior who competes the situation, conquers the situation. But then Nine of Wands. There is a lot of tasks to do, but this is when the work is well done, then you can enjoy also this. You gather all this firewood and then you make a nice fire. The fire comes back here, actually beautiful how the fire comes back to this flame. We have to read this flame now. But this revelation that blood moon exposes now, there's something to celebrate about that light. And of course now, maybe it's just celebrate about the long lengthening days and the warmth that is coming also in the nature, but it's beautiful how here the sticks are put it into this fire and everybody's getting enjoying about this. I think in the bottom of here is choices you make you. You can make good choices and you come victorious out of it. You can make good choices and it's good for everybody. Okay, I'm gonna read now this. It's very hopeful. It's really like you this fire. If this is a Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, the Queen of Wands is here having a beautiful like a campfire moment, sharing that light and sharing that joy. It's good. Shared happiness is happier. Flame is usually archetypal tool. Where I see it. Virgo. The fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten and protect the flame. No matter how harshly the winds around you blow, it could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic or shaman would call to you with the language of the flame. Yeah, this whole thing has put the flame off. And the water too. When light held mental clarity, good digestion. When dark, excess heat and anger, complete darkness. And you could go deeper. There is the light you give off by Rumi and Gerhard Richter's candle paintings. The archetypal fire is at the beginning of all transformation, purification, and manifestation. Nearly every spiritual lineage honors the flame. So everything starts from the simple little flame. You can light even today. Make a sacred space in your home. Really, this Queen of Fire is here, like said to like, where is your candles? Why the fire is not burning in your house? It's not so risky. To enliven the connection with this archetypal energy, practice the candle gazing technique called Tataka. Notice how lighting a single candle in any space brings magic to the room and creates a sense of reverence. Wow, this is to put the whole fireplace here on. So you can start with putting a flame in the candle, then it's all about lighting your inner fire and being this kind of powerful creator also. Getting creative powers back, that can really make you happy also, like sunshine person to other people. Oh, I think this is your reading. I think, did I read this Go with the Flow? Did I read it? I think not. Let's see. So many cards. Also here. Final card for Virgo. Loose strife helps coping when life is overwhelming and going with the flow in the midst of chaos. So that's a plant. Orbicular jasper is a stone and enhances steady, slow breathing, which supports patience and flexibility of mind. The path to your goal is not straight line, but is filled with unexpected bends, detours, and blocks. Being frustrated, angry, or impatient won't help. Try to accept that this chaos is part of the experience rather than fighting it or flailing about it. Find the rhythm of flow in the chaos and ride it gently to your destination. Affirmation for Virgo. I have goals and desires. I have enough flexibility to allow me to enjoy the journey whatever it brings my way as I move forward on my path. Wow. Peaceful ending to this reading. And now I have a little break and then I come back. I have still 2 more videos to do. So next time I come back is then 7 o'clock to Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and then 8 o'clock right after is Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Thank you for seeing this reading. If you like, give me a like. Subscribe if you already didn't. I do this live reading that you could co-create also with me. And indeed, nobody asked now a question, but maybe I answered some of your questions even this reading. So I'm happy to hear. Okay, bye.